Wonderful. Well, thank you all so much for joining us for today's program, How to Start and Grow Your Own Business with the SBA. We're going to learn how the Small Business Administration can assist your dream of starting your own business. General information will be provided on the following programs and services: counseling and technical assistance through SBA resource partners, SCORE, small business development centers, the Center for Women and Enterprise Access to Capital, the SBA Advanced Loan Guarantee Program, and government contract opportunities. And this program is led by Lisa Gonzalez Welch, who is the Economic Development Specialist with the SBA. She's based, I believe, out of Boston. You can correct me, Lisa. And Lisa has been speaking to this group once or twice a year for many, many years, even pre-pandemic. So let's give Lisa a big, all 30 of us or so, let's give Lisa a big virtual round of applause for speaking with us today. And Lisa, you can take it away. Thanks so much.
Great. Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. And I want to thank Robert and the Tewksbury Library for inviting me here today, and really excited to share with you how the SBA can be of help to you. So let me just bring up my slide deck, and I'm going to stop my camera because sometimes our computers get a little finicky with Zoom. And I want to make sure that we don't get disconnected.
Yeah, better safe than sorry, Lisa.
Right, right. So you let me know, Robert, when you see my slide deck up and ready to go.
I see it up and ready to go right now. Yep.
Yay. So again, thank you. My name is, you heard, it's Lisa Gonzalez Welch. I'm an economic development specialist with your Massachusetts Small Business Administration SBA office. So who is the SBA? Well, we are a federal agency which was created by Congress back in 1953 with the mission to help start and grow businesses. Since we are a federal agency, we have one office in every state: Guam, Virgin Islands, and Puerto Rico. In Massachusetts, our office is based out of Boston, our main office, and we have a branch office in Springfield. So I'm with the Boston office. I'm one of a team of 12. And what I do is I put a face on our agency. I work closely with lending institutions, local state government, colleges, universities, just about anybody to see how we can team up and help those who are looking to start and grow a business. So how do we do that at the SBA, right? Well, the SBA can help in 4 areas: by providing free business counseling and training, and you're going to hear about all our resource partners that are available to help you no matter what stage of business you're in. We can help you in getting access to capital through an SBA-backed loan. We can help you recover from a disaster when there's a hurricane, tornado, this pandemic, and you've probably heard the SBA name with lending options like PPP and EIDL. And we can help you grow your business, whether that be a product you may be looking to export, or perhaps you want to get into the contracting arena, doing business with the federal government. You probably know some of these folks. These are some of SBA's success stories. They all started at one time with an idea, and with the help of SBA through the counseling and training, perhaps with their getting seed capital with an SBA-backed loan, they are where they are today. So hopefully we'll be able to add you to our slide deck someday. One thing that we want to invite you to is to visit our website, and I'll try to bring it up later on. You can find us at sba.gov/MA. Every state has their own. So if you decide to move elsewhere, each state has an SBA office and a webpage. You can just go sba.gov/NH for New Hampshire, ME for Maine, CT for Connecticut, and so forth. But if you go to sba.gov/MA, you'll land at the Massachusetts page. And within this page, you'll find information specifically to the state of Massachusetts. We have a calendar of events where you can find webinars on business-related topics every day. That's either being put on by your SBA team or our SBA resource partners. You can also read success stories, learn about new initiatives. There's a wealth of information. So make sure to visit us at sba.gov/MA. We at the SBA realize there's not enough hours in the day. Therefore, we put together an online classroom that offers courses for entrepreneurs that range from 7 to 20 minutes long on a variety of topics: starting a business, managing employees, financing, e-commerce, taxes, you name it. You can take these courses 24 hours a day, free of charge. And at the end of the course, you'll get a nice diploma from the SBA that you can either add to your portfolio, your business plan, or perhaps you want to frame it and hang it on the wall. So take a peek at sba.gov/learning center. I was just there last week, and presently there were 63 courses being offered. A new platform that SBA introduced not too long ago is Ascent. And Ascent was put together by a collaboration between the SBA, the Department of Treasury, the White House. And when it first started, what we did was we were studying women entrepreneurs. We felt that we did a good job in helping folks start a business and down the road and growing their business further, but we felt that we could do a little bit better in the middle. Through the Ascent platform, and this is open to everyone, not just women, everyone is welcome to utilize Ascent. You can go through these journeys. You go in, you set up an account free of charge, and it takes you through these journeys to get you to grow your business to the next level. You can pace yourself. It's filled with infographics, fireside chats, success stories. There's a wealth of information. So when you're ready to grow your business, we invite you to visit Ascent, set up an account, and learn how Ascent can be of help to you in mapping out how to grow your business to the next level. One thing that we want to remind folks is that you're not alone. We understand sometimes it can be a little scary, frustrating. So at the SBA, your SBA team and our resource partners are here to help you no matter what stage of business you're in. We invite you to sign up for our newsletter. We invite you, if you have a question, to reach out. You'll have my contact information, but you can also reach out to your SBA office at massachusettsdo@sba.gov. Send an email. We'll look up the answer to your question, and if we don't know it, we'll find out who has it. We also invite you to connect with our resource partners, which you'll meet in just 1 minute. So remember, you're not alone in this journey. So I did state that I'm one of a team of 12. So we have resource partners who really help us. And these are the folks that you're going to meet with and talk about your business idea or where you want to take your business to next. So the first resource partner I'd like to introduce you to is SCORE. And SCORE started back in 1964. It's comprised of men and women. Some are retired, some are running a business, some are working, but they want to give something back. So they act as a mentor and they help you navigate how to start and operate a business in Massachusetts. It's great because you can tap into SCORE and talk about marketing strategies, how to negotiate a lease, how to price a product or service. I'm ready to retire. How do I do an exit strategy? So everything and anything in terms of starting and operating a business. We have 6 chapters in the state with over 300 counselors, and they all have varied backgrounds. So the Northeast SCORE chapter, you'll see it there. You can find them at scoremass.org, and you can set up a meeting to speak with them. We also invite you to visit www.score.org. You can actually post a question, and you can get a response to that from someone who has background or expertise in your industry. And they could be in Seattle, Washington, or perhaps Newburyport, Massachusetts. So reach out to SCORE as you're getting ready to launch and grow your business. And you can go to them as often as you like. It's all free again, all confidential. The next resource partner that we have are the Massachusetts Small Business Development Centers, MSBDCs. The Massachusetts Small Business Development Centers can tap into the academic resources of the school they're linked with. They all operate out of colleges and universities throughout the state. The one in the Northeast is based out of Salem State University. They cover the whole Northeast part of the state. And you can meet with these folks and talk about starting and growing a business. One of their strengths is they can help to ensure that you have a viable business plan. They won't do it for you, but they'll guide you through every step of the way, making sure that your T's are crossed, that your I's are dotted, that your cash flows are in sync with industry average. The lenders rely heavily on the SBDCs. It makes their job easier for somebody to walk in with a viable plan that they can look at, as opposed to somebody who doesn't. So make sure you reach out to the SBDCs to learn how they can be of help to you. They also put on great webinars and workshops. And it's also free and confidential. The third resource partner are women's business centers. We have 127 women's business centers nationally. Here in Massachusetts, the Women's Business Center is the Center for Women in Enterprise. Their mission to empower women to become economically self-sufficient and prosperous through entrepreneurship. So they have programs for starting a business, growing a business, networking events, and although their focus is women, they help everyone. They have a location in Boston, they cover Eastern Mass, and they have a location in Central Mass based out of Westboro. So no matter who you are, reach out to CWE to learn how they can be of help to you as you're getting ready to start and grow your business. If we have any veterans with us today, Robert, I want to take the minute and say thank you for your service. We at the SBA realize a lot of our servicemen and women had to put their dream of starting a business or their business on hold to go serve our country. Through the VBOC, the Veterans Business Outreach Center, which covers New England, Maine to Connecticut, through the leadership of Jenny Murphy, the director, we provide them the tools and the resources they need to start and grow a business. So if you are a veteran seeking help or you know of someone who's a veteran who wants to start or grow a business, feel free to give them my contact information or share with them that the SBA does have a VBOC that can be of help to them. So you have all these new friends. You have me and the rest of your Massachusetts SBA team. You have SCORE. You have the Small Business Development Centers. You have the Center for Women in Enterprise. You have the Veterans Business Outreach Center. And then we have an Export Center and a Mass Procurement Center. So one thing that we often hear is the need for capital, either to start or grow a business. So let's talk a little bit about that. We at the SBA, we don't have one penny to lend to you. We're not a lender. But what we do is we really collaborate with lenders throughout the state to help those of you who are looking to launch and grow a business. So through the SBA, there's a number of different lending programs. There's a 7A loan program, and 7A is the Small Business Act with like the umbrella with all the different loan programs. Once you do that business plan, and we know how much financing you need and what the proceeds will be used for, we'll be able to determine which product's going to work best for you. The 504 loan program is really intended if you're going to buy a building, heavy machinery and equipment. And microloans are small loans for $50,000 or less. So as I stated, the 7A loan program, it's the umbrella with all the different loan programs. Just know that the maximum loan amount is $5 million. SBA can guarantee 85% of loans under $150,000 and 75% of loans above $150,000. And you can use these funds to purchase machinery and equipment, refinance existing business debt. Maybe Robert wants to buy my business, he can do that. Maybe Robert wants to open a franchise. We'd have to look at the franchise agreement, as long as the funding is going towards the business. So why do lenders look at SBA, right? Well, sometimes every lender operates differently. So once they review the application, they might find that they need a longer term on the loan. They might find that the collateral is a little bit weak under their guidelines. It could be they're a little apprehensive as a startup. They don't know what's going to happen. It could be the type of business. There's a lot of great restaurants out there, but it's a risky industry. So if they're not 100% comfortable within their guidelines, that's when they look to SBA to guarantee a portion of the loan, helping them to get to that yes. So I guess a good analogy would be to think of SBA as a co-signer. You're still doing a personal guarantee on the loan, but if God forbid something goes wrong, the lender will be able to recover those funds. The maturities are flexible. It's up to 10 years for working capital and 25 years for fixed assets. And oftentimes I get the questions, well, do I get a lower interest rate? Well, that's something that's negotiated between you and the lender. Typically, it doesn't exceed prime plus 2 3/4, but it depends on how much financing you're looking for, and it depends on what the funds are being used for. And know that no one is going to give 100% financing. Right now, lenders, depending upon what the project is and how much funding you're seeking, typically they look for you to inject anywhere between 15 to 20% of the total amount. Monies, equipment, something. So, how does it work? You need capital as a small business owner. The lender, whether it be a bank or credit union, can provide the capital. In SBA, what we do, and the lender makes that determination, if they need us, is we mitigate the loss. Again, you can use SBA financing to start a business, to purchase machinery and equipment. Maybe you need a revolving credit line. Maybe you need to expand a facility, as long as the funding is going towards the business. So once you've put together that business plan, and that's why it's important to work with our resource partners, because they'll be able to help to ensure that you have a viable plan, that all those T's are crossed, that your I's are dotted, that your cash flows are in sync with industry average. Once you have that business plan, then you're ready to go find a lender. So where do you find them, right? Well, there's a full list of all the lenders in Massachusetts that are SBA lenders on our website. It gives you the contact name, the address, phone number, everything is there for you. However, SBA put together this lender match. And lender match is kind of like a match.com between lenders and entrepreneurs. So you go in, you fill out a 2-page application describing your financial business needs. It's viewed by all the SBA participating lenders. And those who think that they can help you will reach out to you in approximately 2 days. You have a conversation, and if you're interested, you apply for the loan. It doesn't cost anything. If you'd like to learn more, you can visit LenderMatch at sba.gov/LenderMatch. So now that you got the counseling and training, now that you got the capital, we want to see you grow. We want to see you hire more folks. So a couple of ways. One is perhaps you want to get into the contracting arena, doing business with the federal government. The federal government is the largest buyer of goods and services. We buy everything. We buy $500 billion of everything every year, from paper clips to jet planes. And then we are mandated 23% of everything that the federal government buys, we must buy from small business. And then they give us goals. So you can see women-owned, 5%. Service-disabled veterans, 3%. So there's a lot of opportunity to grow your business through contracting. If you'd like to learn more, you can visit the webpage at sba.gov/contracting. We also invite you to check our website. We put on webinars like Doing Business with the Federal Government, where we talk about the myths and realities of doing business with the federal government. It does take time. So when and if you're ready and you'd like to learn more, we invite you to visit us. Another way to grow your business. Perhaps you want to branch out. Maybe you have a product that you'd like to export. Nearly 96% of consumers live outside the US, and 2/3 of the world's purchasing power is in foreign countries. So we invite you to learn more by visiting sba.gov/exporting. But we also, if you're ready, when and if you're ready, we invite you to work with our Export Center. They're fantastic. They can talk to you. They can identify which country would be more likely to want to do business with you based on your product. They can help you explore the process of exporting. If you need an export working capital loan, they can help with that. They're a great team there. So when and if you're ready, reach out to the Export Center. And then we invite you to stay connected with us. Subscribe to our newsletter. Follow us on Twitter. Send us an email if you have any questions. Call us. Let us know how we can be of help to you. So Robert, I think now I can, if you want, I can take them to our website.
Sure, absolutely.
Yeah.
You should be able to, yeah.
Okay, hang on one sec, because I couldn't get that page open. Okay. All right, so let me get back to you.
Mhm.
And hang on, share. And, oh, here it is. You let me know when you see it.
Yes, we can see it now.
Okay, so the page has changed from what you saw on the slide deck. Things are always changing. So if you go to sba.gov/MA, this is what you will see. This is your Massachusetts page. When you get in here and you scroll down, Bob Nelson's our district director. You click Doing Business in our area, see our guide. When you click that See Our Guide, it's going to give you a lot of information. Business requirements, it gives you the Commonwealth business name and registration. Where do you go for licensing, zoning, taxes? All information the resource partners will go over with you, but you can read about it. So find some counselors, right? and you can go in here and you can learn about the counselors. So the SBDCs, find an SBDC in your area, that's where you would go. When you click that, just so you know what it looks like, it talks about what's an SBDC, how they can be of help. Find your local SBDC. So Robert, what's the zip code where you are? I don't know.
Yeah, so Tewksbury zip code is 01876.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see where it takes us. So right here, you have one in Mount Ida, and you have the Northeast at Salem State, as I mentioned. So you can choose the one you want to, and there's one in New Hampshire. So you can choose where you want to go and make an appointment with an SBDC counselor free of charge to talk about putting together that business plan. Or perhaps you want somebody to review your financials and help you prepare as you're seeking financing. They can do all of that with you free of charge. Let's see if we can get back. In theory, right, Robert? They're not always. Score counselors right here, the same thing. So when you click on score, it tells you how score can be of help. Find your score mentor.
Yeah, there are definitely mentors in Lowell. I know that. So 01876.
There's a branch. So the Northeast Score chapter has 11 locations. So it's going to take you to the Northeast. It's going to take you to the chapter.
Oh, I
So
see.
when you get to the chapter, just so you know how to navigate this, that's why I'm doing this, because it's a little bit different now. This is your Northeast Score website.
Mhm.
So when you get in here, request a meeting. You would go click that. And then you would fill it out and they would get in touch with you. That would be the Northeast Score chapter. So if you're in Lowell or Lawrence, or if you're down in Waltham, wherever you are, you would just fill this out and they would reach out to you and set up a virtual appointment. Okay, that's how it works.
Yeah, I know this was pre-pandemic. We had a few folks who reached out to SCORE, and they wound up meeting in downtown Lowell.
Right. So when you do that, and they could very well do that, they might say, oh, great, you're in the Lowell, like you're in Tewksbury, why don't we meet at the coffee shop, or why don't we meet at the library or at the bank or wherever.
Yeah.
So they'll set that up for you.
Okay.
But that's how you reach out to SCORE.
Mhm.
So let me see if I can get out of here now, because I
I think
can't.
I think there's a tab up top you want to click on, small bit. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, here we go. Okay.
Yeah.
Yay. Thank you.
I know sometimes it can take a while.
Oh my goodness.
Keep going back. There you go. Yeah.
Here we are. So that's how you reach, and then the same for the VBOC in our Women's Business Center. So that's how you get in there. One thing I want to share with you, and Robert, you tell me if you see this, because I don't know if it takes you, if I have to I'm taking you to our training page.
Mhm.
I think. Oh, maybe not. Hang on. Huh, it's not letting me in there, so hold on one second. Learning platform, let's go this way. All right, there we are. Can you see that?
We can.
Yay. So this is the Learning Center. Typically when you go to sba.gov, and it could be that I can't see what I'm typing up there, sba.gov/training, this is where you land. So this is the Learning Center that I talked about that has those online courses 24/7. They're free of charge. So you can see there's one on planning. So when you go in here, how to write a business plan, overview video. You could be here forever. A business plan, another business plan video, a blueprint. So this is not to take the place of meeting with a counselor, but just to help you prepare. So that way, when you meet with a counselor, your session can go further. Okay. So take a peek because there's a lot of great information here. Planning, research, plan, and document your ideas, launching, turning your business plan into a reality, managing the business day to day, marketing your product or service, how to expand, find new funding, customers, a new location. So there's great information here that can be of help to you as you're getting ready to launch and grow your business. In addition to the Learning Center, you have that Ascent that I mentioned. So this one is open to everyone. And again, it takes you through these journeys to really map out how you want to grow your business. And each journey has an excursion that gives you the tools to get there. So again, you could be here forever. It has fireside chats, infographics, they have exercise tools, success stories, videos. You set up an account, it's free, you can pace yourself, but we have received a lot of great feedback. So take a peek and see how Ascent can be of help to you as you're getting ready to grow your business. You have a whole business guide here, marketing and research and competitive analysis, writing your business plan, calculating your startup cost. Again, not to take the place of a counselor, but to help you prepare and kind of get, you know what I mean? Look into it a little bit before you meet with a counselor so you can start mapping out how you want to see your business go. We give you then the section on launching your business. Where do you want to locate? Do you want to be an LC, a sole proprietor? What does that mean? Choosing the name of your business, registering your business. Then we take you through the management, managing your finances, your employees, how do you pay your taxes, and then growing your business. So there's a wealth of information here. Under the funding, we talk about the different lending programs that we have. Again, this is all information that the resource partners can help you through. So don't get overwhelmed. We'll certainly guide you through what's available. And I can't get to the other tab over here. Here, the resource partners, which I showed you how to reach them. So you can connect with them. The learning platforms, that's how you get to Learning Center and Ascent. And then the contracting, when you're ready to grow your business, if you're interested in doing business with the federal government, it takes you through, assess your business. What are the basic requirements? Do you have the capacity, the capital in order to be able to fulfill that contract? And we have help for you, so you're not alone. Your next code, which is the industry that classifies your business, the size standards, SAM, which is a marketing tools, system for awards management, which is where you would have to register if you want to get paid, because that's how the federal government pays. But it's also a way to marketing your product or service to the world. This is what everybody uses to see what's out there. So we have something for everyone. We just encourage you, if you have any questions, reach out to us, reach out to your local. You can use me as your point of contact, and I can certainly connect you with the sources of help as you're getting ready to start and grow your business. So I think I'll turn it back to you now, Robert. I want to allow time for answering questions.
No, great job, Lisa. I appreciate the presentation and then walking us through the website. So folks, let's take roughly 15 minutes of questions. If you have any questions or comments for Lisa, please get them into the chat. And we already have several. Some were sent to me directly.
Okay.
So this question, why does Massachusetts, and you probably get questions like this all the time, because I know there's a perception that maybe Massachusetts could be more business friendly. So Michelle asks, I'm sorry, I gave it away, Michelle, I'm sorry. So Michelle asks, why does Massachusetts have the highest rate in the nation to create an LLC? It's $500 per year, and this makes it difficult for one person with no startup capital to start a business.
I'm not sure. You know what, Michelle, I'm going to have to follow up with you on that, or I'll follow up with you, Robert, as well, so you can share with the group. I'll have to look into that for a little bit. So offhand, I don't know why we are the ones with the most expensive LLC fee.
Mhm. And then just in general, though, what do you say to folks who say that it's difficult to do business in Massachusetts due to the I don't know, the bureaucracy and the cost of and taxes and I mean, I'm sure this is a problem in the other 49 states as well, but I
Right.
think Massachusetts has that reputation for high taxes and sort of an unfriendly business atmosphere. What are your thoughts there?
Well, I gotta say, we at the SBA, we're seeing businesses start every day, and even more so now, after the pandemic. So I think, reach out to our resource partners. They can be of help. You don't have to do it alone. There's a lot of sources of help through our SCORE counselors, our Small Business Development Center, our Women's Business Center, the VBOC. There's a wealth of help in addition to your local economic development offices in your city or towns. The libraries, Robert, you have a wealth of tools there as well. So I think, I don't know. I couldn't say that it might be challenging, I guess it's a word that I would use, but there is help that can help you, you know what I
Sure.
mean, manage and get through it.
Cindy says that she thinks that in the presentation, one of your phone numbers may have been missing a number. It might have been one number
Okay.
short. The
All right.
export help.
Help desk. Okay.
Yeah, so double check that, later. Carlene says, thank you for this intro to all these resources. It's really one-stop shopping. Roland says, are there any grants that are currently available through the SBA or through the state that a small business can apply for?
Okay, so Roland, I can only speak for, I work for the federal government, the state, I don't know. They might very well, I'm not sure. But through the federal government, we don't have any grants. What we do is we have lending programs where we partner with lenders and we can act as a guarantor if you can get financing conventionally. So essentially, you would get together with our resource partners, you would put together that business plan, right? Then you would go to your lender, and typically you might want to start with a conversation with someone who you have a relationship with, who you must have an account somewhere, right? And they would review the business plan. They would review your character through your personal credit history. They would look at your management experience. They would look to see how much skin in the game you have, how much you can inject into the business. And they would look at repayment ability. Could you make the monthly loan payment and still pay your mortgage, rent, car payment, food on the table, clothing on your back? All that is part of your business plan. So they might very well say, this is great, we have a product for you. Or they could say, you know what, we can look at this with the SBA. And it could be that they need a longer term on the loan. The collateral might be a little bit weak under the guidelines. It might be a risky industry. Sometimes when it's a startup, they're a little apprehensive. So if they're not 100% comfortable, that's when they look to SBA step in, guarantee 75 to 85% of the loan to minimize the risk to help them get to that yes decision. So as I stated, think of SBA as a cosigner. You're still doing a personal guarantee on the loan, but the lender's the one that makes that determination.
Lisa, what are you seeing? And I realize you don't see every small business. You just see the ones that apply for SBA in this area. But what are you seeing in terms of emerging industries that are more are you seeing any trends? Like where are small businesses opening? Like in what industries do you see a lot of small businesses opening up?
I guess we see a variety of them. We see a lot of service.
Yeah.
I mean, people, there's not enough hours in the day. We see a lot of, product. We see it all. We have, as a matter of fact, you can visit our website. We have every year what's called National Small Business Week. Yep. And this is where the president allocates a week to really honor small business and their contribution to the economy. So every state, 68 offices across the country, we have everybody submit nominations for women champion, minority, veteran, small business. We select a winner and we give them an award at a luncheon. Our event here in Massachusetts is going to take place on May 10th at the Sheridan in Needham. And so we're just getting ready to announce our winners. So you can take a peek and see who the winners are in Massachusetts. But it really runs a lot of service businesses, a lot of, everything from, cleaning to, transportation. It runs is really a big, wide variety.
And I would encourage folks, if you ever launch a small business and you can, afford the, $100 or $200 fee, I would encourage folks to join their local chamber of commerces. It's a great opportunity to network and grow your business. I think that here in Tewksbury, we have a very strong Chamber of Commerce. It's the Wilmington Tewksbury Chamber of Commerce, and they've been they're great partners with the library. We collaborate with them, I'd say once every 3 to 6 months, probably 2 to 3 times a year. We're always doing something with them. They're a great organization. So if there's any Chamber of Commerces in your area, definitely check them out and the membership benefits that they offer, because I think the what's relatively a nominal fee, I think is definitely worth the money. Mark says, is SBA or SCORE applicable to see if starting out as a one-person consulting company is a good idea?
Yes. So you can use SCORE as a sounding board. They're going to play devil's advocate. So they're going to, what's going to set you apart from your competitors, how you're going to price it. Why should I go to you versus somebody who's been running this type of business for 20 years down the road? So they'll help you. They'll help you through every step of the way. And sometimes they'll get so involved, they'll even walk you to the lending institution. So definitely reach out to SCORE to review the viability of the business.
Right. And then we have several folks in the chat dropping their LinkedIn profiles. So thanks for that. Michelle says, thank you. What's Lisa's number? Lisa, I'll include your email address in the follow-up email. On the slides, is your phone number on the slides that you're going to share with me?
Yes, you'll have it on the last slide. All
right, so Lisa's contact information will be on the slides that I provide you all later this afternoon, along with the recording. So, and then Linda says, thank you, Lisa. So I think I've asked every question that was asked. Mark says, any trend, or is it easy to start with contracting? Oh, I see. So, so what about contracting with the government, Lisa? Any thoughts on that?
So procurement, doing business with the federal government, it's certainly a method to grow your business. You just have to explore and see if you have something that the government will buy, or that some prime contractors will buy. So when and if you're ready, as I stated, we have those workshops, webinars, doing business with the federal government that talk about the myths, the realities. Definitely you can talk with a PTEC, a procurement technical assistance representatives, to see if somebody out there can buy your product or service. There's a lot of opportunities. And I mean, you'd be kind of surprised. Somebody who had an embroidery machine in their basement, and they landed a contract embroidering the caps for soldiers at Hanscom Air Force Base. This lady who cuts hair, she didn't have a hair salon or a chair at a hair salon. She somehow got into a base, and she was able to land a contract giving haircuts for our servicemen and women there. So it's just a matter of exploring and positioning yourself. It does take time, but if you're interested in learning more, we certainly can connect you with tools and resources to help you explore if that's going to be viable for you.
So Lisa, let's give Lisa a big virtual round of applause. Ellen says, excellent presentation. Thank you very much. So folks, we will wrap it there. Lisa, great job. You gave us a lot of information, and thank you for giving us access to the slides and the recording. So we'll be able to absorb it all, I think, on a rewatch. But thank you so much, Lisa. And do you have any last words for the audience before we wrap it up?
Yes, I want to thank you all for inviting me here this afternoon, but also we love success stories. So keep us posted on your progress. Please let me know how you do.
Maybe one of these days, one of these 35 people will wind up on Shark Tank, and I'll be able to say I knew them when. So thank you all so much, and I hope everyone enjoys the rest of their day, and look for an email from me this afternoon. So thank you all. Thanks, Lisa.
Thank you. Have a great afternoon.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye.